Today we're talking about something major, a stone that can really cause amazing breakthroughs in your life. If self-love is something is an issue that's not easy for you, if you know you need to do forgiveness work, but you have no clue what to do, how to do it, or you just can't even grasp the idea of forgiving whoever did something to you, Kunzite is the stone for you. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. My name is Marie DiTullio. I am the founder of Crystal Energy. I'm a crystal energy expert. Therefore, I teach people how to use crystals, stones, and energy so that they feel much better in their body, they have happier lives, and they get better results in their lives. Today, we are talking about Kunzite. So let me show it to you. You will most likely see it like this. Usually that's how you see it. It's you see it as a pinkish color to it, a little pinkish tint. There's a little lilac in it as well. So it's a little see-through, so you can see through. That would be like that. That to me is the regular normal version. But there's the, can I say that, kick-ass version? The amazing version. Look at the color of that stone. That is the most absolutely beautiful Kunzite ever. And chances are you won't even see it on the market like this beautiful. The gemologist I work with, after over 30 years in the business and been looking for it, she found it for the first time. That amazing, beautiful color, natural. So chances are you will find it more like this one. But if that's all you find, no worries. It's amazing. Kunzite is just a great, 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 great stone. If you're someone who tends to just suppress your emotions, for example, you're 35-year-old, you're still living at your parents' because you believe they need you, or because you believe, or they've been telling you that if you leave the house you won't get the inheritance. Therefore you stay there, but your heart doesn't want to stay there. You don't want to stay there, but you stay there by obligation. So every single day you suppress your emotion, you press it down, you're like, no, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. And it's layers on top of it, and like right now it's probably here, if it's not even here or here, and you're just about to blow up. Kunzite is a stone for you. Kunzite is about really expanding who you are, allowing you to show your true colors. And Kunzite is about expanding, especially when we're talking about suppressing your emotions. It could be put on the second chakra, so you could put it 4 fingers under the belly button. That would be the place to put it when we're talking about anything that you're suppressing emotions. That would be amazing there. Before I get any further, I'll show you other smaller examples. The issue with Kunzite is that it's fairly expensive. So a small stone like this one, well, you will never see a quality like this one. Like, you'll never see a lilac stone like this on the market. I've never seen it. If you do, grab it for sure. But chances are you'll see more of this quality, which is good. Buy this. This is still amazing. But that small stone is $21. So Kunzite is fairly expensive. But if you have issues we're talking about today and you really want something that works deep, Kunzite is a good stone for you. But you could always go to a rose quartz, which is much cheaper. If you want, it's just going to work slightly differently. So Kunzite, yes, it's fairly expensive. You can have one like this. This one is like fairly thin, but it's $16. You could have one like this. The difference, why is Kunzite so much more expensive than others? You know, sometimes you just buy a pebble and it's $5 a pebble. The thing with Kunzite is that the price is per gram. So already there, just knowing that the price is per gram, that means the stone is more expensive. And if you're buying gold or diamonds, then you know the price is per carat. So the price is even higher. So that's kind of how you know what type of pricing here, because we're talking about price per gram, it's more expensive. So kunzite is really, especially the beauty of kunzite is that it has lithium in it. It has lots of lithium in it, and lithium is what we give to people that are depressed. So lithium is good. It's a stone. It's like a mineral of joy. It helps people get out of depression. If you're not in depression, you're just going to get more joy out of it. So it's still wonderful for you. So anytime you see pinkish stone that has some lilac into it, there's some rose quartz that are pink but have some lilac into it, then you know there's lithium into it. But kunzite is really known for its lithium content, so I really recommend it because of it. So it's really good to help anyone that has, depression issue. And that's why usually it's going to be because you're suppressing something. Sometimes you don't know you're suppressing things, so that would be really good to put on the second chakra. You could put the kunzite on the heart. That would be the first choice, on the heart. Well, on the heart, it's really about opening up to a heart energy. It's opening up to universal love. It's opening the heart, the heart chakra physically. It's really opening the chakra. But it's more than that. It's also protecting the energy of the heart. So it allows us to open our heart, yet we're still feeling protected. So we're feeling safe even though our heart is open, and we can see the good in other people. And we could also accept critics more easily. So that's a really good thing to have in your life. Kunzite is, if you put it on the heart, it's really about expanding the heart. So it's really good for anything that touches forgiveness. And kunzite is a stone that will teach you about forgiveness. If you don't know what forgiveness is, I'll just give you a brief overview of what it is. But forgiveness is definitely not accepting the gesture the other person made. That's not forgiveness. There's some gesture that cannot be accepted. They're not acceptable. But forgiveness is for you. It's for you to feel good when that situation crosses your mind, when that person crosses your mind. Basically, it's making sure that when that person crosses the street of your brain, that person stays healthy because you're not sending arrows in its direction. So forgiveness is only for you. So it's for when that one person passes through, you feel good. You're not blocked, your energy's not closed, you're just, it's good. I'm over that. That's what forgiveness is, and that kunzite brings that. So that's absolutely amazing. And to give you an example, I did the experiment because I'd been told, but I was like, I want to live it. And I had someone tell me, when you feel like you're about, it's a stone of no return. So if you feel you're about to kill someone, just go grab a kunzite. I was like, what do they mean? And no, I didn't want to kill anyone, but I was really angry. And I was like, I was in that situation, I really want to fight right now. I'm really angry and I want to get into that argument. So I took the kunzite, and the moment I took it, it was like I could hear the rambling or the thinking that I wanted to fight in my mind, things have to be settled and blah, 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 blah. But I couldn't feel the anger anymore. It felt like, I'm over this. But I wasn't over this mentally. I was just over it energetically. So that's the power of a kunzite. So I'm telling you, you don't need a big piece. A small piece, kunzite is just absolutely amazing. A small piece will do miracles. So go for the small piece. If you're feeling angry, just grab your kunzite and you'll see you will feel better. It felt like I still wanted to fight mentally, but there's nothing to fight about. So I really recommend you try it. And kunzite is just absolutely, it's odd things happen when you have kunzite. Let me talk to you about Jessica's story. I was doing a trade show, selling the stones, teaching people how to use the stones, and I got this lady that comes by my booth and she's looking all over, but she's feeling really attracted to something, but it's not on the table. And she's even looking under the table because she's not finding what she's looking for, and she's kind of like, it's odd, but I'm looking for something. And then she leaves, but then she keeps on being attracted to my booth, and she has to come back and come back and come back, and finally she comes to me and she's telling me, like, there's something here that's for me. It looks like it's under your table. I cannot see it on the table. I don't know what it is. And I thought, well, there's nothing under the table except for my stones, my personal stones. So I got curious and I said, well, we'll take them out and we'll see what happens. And I knew I had skulls in there, so I took out my 3 skulls. Nothing happened. And then I just pulled out a towel. And the moment I just pulled out the towel, she couldn't see the stone. She started crying, and she like bursted crying, and I had that kunzite in the bag. And I mean, she just needed the healing or unblocking of the kunzite. And so she had a seat there. She just sat with my kunzite and just cried her heart out. And after that, she just looked at me and she's like, wow, I feel so much better now. Thank you so much. And she was so grateful that she even came back the next day to thank me. But that's how amazing kunzite is. And after that incident, I've seen it again and again, actually. So kunzite is really a stone that attracts people that really need that forgiveness. They don't know what for, but there's something, it's like major healing that takes place. I mean, you're going to feel it. Kunzite, like, we can feel how deep it works. And if you're working, using the kunzite on the 3rd chakra, you know, we're talking about the digestive system. The heart we wanted to expand, the 2nd chakra we wanted to expand. But when you're working on the digestion, it's really about you don't want anything to stay there, right? It's all about movement and flow. So when you put kunzite on the stomach, it's where all the junk is, it's where all the emotions here it's like all the hater is there, all the unfair, the I'm so stupid or I'm afraid of this. So kunzite is really good for all of that, because it's where we accumulate the, oh, why me? Or I'm not good enough. Or if people told you in the past to shut up often and often, again and again and again, if your parents told you, shut up, you don't know anything, you need kunzite. You have suppressed emotions, they need to get out. And I mean, they need to transform an energy in a safe and secure way. And that's what kunzite brings about. And kunzite works really, really well with ruby. So I recommend you have it with ruby or with black tourmaline, but make sure you work kunzite, or anytime you work the heart or big heart issues, work them with some grounding stone. I like ruby, I like the black tourmaline. Like every single week I talk about black tourmaline, so that would be definitely a good choice. Bonjour Madame Micheline, je suis contente que vous soyez là. So kunzite is really a stone of meditation as well. You can definitely meditate with the kunzite. It's really soothing. It's bringing about insights, because we're talking about forgiveness, we're talking about self-love, and it could be placed basically everywhere in the body. You could put it on the 2nd chakra, 3rd chakra, 4th chakra. It could be on the chin, could be on the 3rd eye. Anytime you put anything on the 3rd eye, you don't put it here, you put it here. Let me remind you, you never want to block that area. So you put it here. So you just put the stone here. And actually, you could have it on the pillow and just right here. That would be a choice also. So you have many choices, but kunzite is really good if you're feeling any type of depression. Kunzite is good for you. Kunzite will get you out of that energy. It will provide a safe environment for you to open your heart and be yourself, and it will change things in your life. So if you're not ready to change, maybe kunzite's not the stone for you. So remember that working with kunzite, things are gonna be stirred up. So you might have a headache when you work with it. That's okay. Let it go through. If it's too much, remove it. But if you can handle it, just think of something amazing as it's working. Think of your dream, where you want to go, or think you're on the beach, something amazing. Just let time flow, but Kunzite is really something that will stir you for sure. So if you like today's episode, please share. Please like the episode. If you have any comments, I would love to hear your comments. What are your experiences with Kunzite? What are the results? Did you practice with it? Any questions you have, I'm here for you. So remember, Kunzite is all about bringing the joy. It's all about forgiveness, self-love, and it's really about anything. If you have anything that you're suppressing, emotions, it's a stone for you. So have a great week, and like every single week I tell you the same thing. We just have one body, and we're playing this amazing life on earth, and one body, no replacement parts. So take good care of your body, and that to me, take good care of your body means drink lots of water, find ways to move your body and to keep it healthy. And if you have stones or any energy work, do something to take good care of you, because you only have one vehicle here, and life is short. So on that note, I wish you the best week ever.